And welcome to Famicast 257, your Famicast for the early parts of November 2023. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined by Mr. Cat Drugs himself, Ty Sugar.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Here we go, man. What's been going on, man?
Remember, the 5th of Dismember.
Yes. Wait, we missed Halloween. We missed the 5th of November. It's announced, well, technically, the time of recording, it's the 8th. But I think we survived, so that's the important thing.
True. Okay, yeah. How's it going?
Good, man. Like, holy moly. Like, there's been a bunch of news dropping just like today. And like, it's been pretty crazy. A lot of really cool Nintendo stuff. I know a lot of you guys know about it. There's one thing I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't know about. Very Japanese. Very weird. Yeah, so that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, but we got a bunch of cool games to talk about for new business. Like I said, a bunch of news, some updates for the site. Ty is sneezing his head off over there.
Yeah, fortunately, I don't think the mic's picking it up.
No, that's great. Thank God for like that auto mute on the when you tip that.
Oh yes, our fancy sponsored headphones. I can just tilt the headset up and it mutes.
Yes, I can't do that with my unsponsored headphones. I have those though, which are pretty nice.
All right.
Yeah, anyways,
like you guys can have the next one.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, let's go ahead and kick things off with some new business.
Word.
And Tyrone, you're up, dude.
Tyrone, let's go. Tiberius, Tyrannosaurus. Okay, I've heard them all. Fun story. I was named for a Tyrone though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, like your full first name is actually just Ty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, like my wife
on the birth certificate.
Okay, my wife's asked me. It's like, what's Ty short for? I was like, I think it's just Ty.
Tyrone, Tyson, Tyrell.
Yeah.
Tiberius.
All right, Tiberius, get on with it.
Yeah. Tell her it's Tiberius.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. What the hell have I been? I've just been on that grind. And by grind, I mean Diablo 2. All right. So where was I last time? I think I had like one character who had finished hell difficulty, and now I have like 3 or 4.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So like I'm really starting to crack into in-game stuff. It's getting to the part where it's becoming a math game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you got to get this number, that number. Like I said last week, when you run through multiple characters, like in terms of gear, it gets easier and easier because you get the hand-me-downs from the other characters.
Sure.
It's like like here you go. Here's a Stone of Jordan. Here's some like fucking resistance charms to shit up your inventory. Yeah, not Diablo 3.
Lemonade.
Nope, but I bought this Diablo 2 in the 2-pack.
Okay.
So maybe after I finish clearing Diablo 2, I'll start on Diablo 3.
Oh God, are you sure you want to just like jump right in?
No, I don't think I want to do that. Like I have like other massive grinds I could go back to, like
sure.
Dark Souls 2, getting all the shit in that's a grind.
Yeah.
Civilization, that might take like my entire fucking life.
Exactly. God, yeah, don't achievement hunt in that game. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, fortunately you can do like games where you just like hot seat with other players that are just you.
Okay.
So you could do some setup. But yeah, like there's like a super hard setup where like there's like a Ninja Turtle reference achievement. You have to get Leonardo da Vinci, Donatello, and Raphael, I think. Maybe all 4. I don't know. And you have to have like a great work of art by like the other one you don't get, and you have to have them all in New York, and you have to set up a sewer system. It's like a massive checklist of things to make Ninja Turtles real.
Wow, I'm imagining Orokosaki is not on this, unfortunately. I mean, he is a historical person. Question mark.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Casey Jones is, though, as we know.
Yeah. Saki is a girl's name, by the way.
Yes. Orokosaki. Yeah.
That's why he was so mad all the time.
Yes.
All right. So I think let's see. I got Necromancer through. That's the first one. That's like the easy mode guy. I got Amazon through. I think I got one other too. I don't remember. And right now I have like Paladin, like at the last boss.
Okay.
He is a good class for killing bosses, so I'll probably just knock it out whenever I have the time. But there's a difficult point of Diablo 2 Hell difficulty.
Okay.
Pretty much every monster has an immunity modifier. Like they'll be immune to like one element, like lightning or ice or poison or whatever.
Okay.
And if you built a character around dealing one type of damage, it can immediately become shit for you.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're either gonna have to figure out how to diversify your damage or just figure out how to run away from like a third of enemies in the game.
Okay, it's like me playing Dark Souls.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like Sorceress is like supposed to be like a really bananas class, but like all my damage is in like just cold damage, just all of it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Like I could not deal with like the first enemy out the gate in the first zone, just like So that's the thing. But there's a rune system in Diablo 2. The way it works is you pick up these little tiles. They're kind of like gems. If you remember the gems, you can kind of combine them to make better and better gems.
Mm-hmm.
So runes are like that. There's like 30 or 40 fucking runes, and you get a set, and you combine them, and you go to the next one up, and you put your rune in like a slot in armor, and you get you'll get like a buff, like like resistance or extra whatever damage or something. And if you get certain sets of runes, you can make a rune word, which gives a special effect.
Okay.
So towards like late game Diablo 2, you're gonna be trying to farm runes so you can get some of the best rune words, which in turn will turn some random fucking armor into like the best armor in the game.
Okay. Okay.
And the big one everybody wants is the Enigma rune word. You get like these. It's like two like of like the best, like toughest to get runes in the game, and like another one, and you put it together, you get some really baller armor, which is also I think the only thing in the game that will give you the teleport skill with unlimited usage.
Okay. Okay.
Now, when you get this is when the shenanigans really begin. When you get this teleport skill, you just farm bosses. You just teleport. You just skip entire zones. It's like skipping a rock across a lake. Like you just zip, fight the boss, reset the game, fight zip, fight the boss, reset the game. That's like when you start like really power farming shit, and it becomes a gotcha. Like even more so. You kill the boss, loot comes out. You kill the boss, the loot comes out. And then you're able to rack that experience much faster, hand it off to other characters when you're done. There you go. So I'm getting pretty close to getting that.
Okay.
Hopefully it's after grinding several characters through hell difficulty.
Yeah, holy
I've
God,
almost
man.
got one.
Jeez.
Yep. So that's where I'm at in Diablo.
Okay.
Stuff I've been playing on the side. There's a new fighter pass in Street Fighter 6. It's Final Fight themed.
Whoa, okay.
So I am all about that.
I'll say that's kind of surprising. Man, that's cool though.
Well, the whole game is kind of Final Fight themed. Like you spend like half of the single player mode in Metro City. So you get in the battle pass, you get if you pay for it, you get the Final Fight ROM to play anytime.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like every pass comes with a ROM, and it's usually some random ass Capcom game. But
okay.
But you get Final Fight. You could already play it already, like in the single player world, if you know where to find the machine.
Okay.
But, like it's nice to have like right at your fingertips.
Sure. Yeah.
You get some Final Fight cosmetics.
Okay.
Let's go. You get the Mike Hager muscle suit.
Nice.
You get I think you get like Saddam's whole outfit,
Okay.
aka Katana.
Okay.
Nintendo didn't like that name for some reason.
Imagine
You
that.
might remember him, the goofy samurai boss at the end of the subway level.
Okay.
Yeah, he was also playable in some previous Street Fighter games. He's cool. I love him. And you get some funny stickers to use in chat.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. You
Yeah.
know, practical, you know.
Yeah. So I'm all about that. Um, so I just gotta put in some more time. Feel good. You can actually just get it pretty fast by playing matches with your friend.
Okay. That's
Like
nice.
there's a little trick you can use, right?
Hmm.
So in the battle hub, it's just kind of like the free open lobby where you can go to a machine and just play whoever's there. And so what you do is you go to like an empty hub and you get a friend. And generally in the battle hub, there's going to be like 2 random machines will be glowing, and they give you like double points, right? I guess they're called kudos in game, and it's basically how you unlock like little titles, and that's also the points that fuel the battle pass.
Okay.
So you find an empty one, so you can have your pick of the machines, and you just play matches with your friends on it.
Okay.
There you go, easy peasy.
Huh.
Or, if you're cracked, you can just go to any lobby and like whoever's on it, you just kick them off. You just get in line, quarter up.
Jeez.
Yeah. There you go.
Just to catch up with the chat here briefly, man. So yeah, looks like in the chat, John Cario's in there. Balls was in here too. Lemonade was in here. I don't know who's in here right now, but welcome aboard, guys. Yeah.
Hey, yo, when's Marvel?
There it is.
Got to tell you about a funny video I saw. You
Let's
guys
hear it.
familiar with the Iron Man Infinite tutorial?
No.
It's like the best, most succinct tutorial of all time.
Okay.
It's like a hyperactive black guy like screaming at you how to do the Iron Man Infinite, and it is for so many like fighting game community memes. Now press up. Light punch. Medium punch.
Okay, that sounds like something I could get behind.
Yeah, like if you find like Iron Man Infinite, like it'll be on there. So anyway, somebody modded Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite to change Iron Man's voice to his voice. It's perfect.
Nice.
Perfect. What was his name? It was like an anime name, like Samurai Champloo 57 or something.
Nice. Okay, perfect.
But like I'm sure it has like millions of views by now. It is a legendary video. It's just how to do the Iron Man Infinite.
Okay. Okay.
Highly recommended. So yes, that's now a mod for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite if you have that on PC.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see, what else have I been playing? Not much. Maybe in the last couple days. All right, you know the dumb mobile game with the twerking girls?
What the hell's it called?
Nikkei?
Yeah.
Nikkei Stock Exchange. Yeah.
Yes.
So they're having their anniversary event right now.
Right.
And in addition to just like clicking all the red dots and grinding, they actually added a fun mini game for the anniversary event.
Okay.
Maybe I can pull up a video or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Again, like this thing is all over. Even TV, there are commercials for it and stuff like that.
Mainly I get like constant ads for it.
Yeah, mainly because of that anniversary. But yeah, it's pretty damn big, pretty popular.
All right, so they added like a pixel art style Robotron mini game.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I have a small clip showing an optimal strategy here. It's probably not that interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, I've actually been playing that the last couple days, and you can get some pretty good unlocks from it.
Okay, and it's just mobile only.
No, there's a Windows version.
Oh, okay, so you're playing it on Windows then.
Yeah, like my phone is too old for it.
Old.
So yeah, like actually when I'm just grinding Street Fighter or whatever, like between matches, I look over, click a thing, and that's what I've been doing for like the last 9 months, and I have collected almost all the Nikkeis.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yes. I'm still playing it ironically.
Yeah. Say, well, man, like even when you're like gaming hard, you're still like gaming in between gaming. I mean,
Yeah,
that's so
like I
tight.
play 2 games at once. I'm living the dream.
Right. Right. Yes.
Right. For real though, it's not like the kind of game I would recommend to people because it's just like it's a fucking gotcha game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's got some fun characters. It has a pretty good story,
Hmm.
and it's like kind of superficially and intensely funny.
Okay.
But yeah, the actual mini game they have right now is fun.
Okay. Okay.
And like they had some other mini games like when they did the summer events. So I hope it's the thing they keep doing. Like, put in an actual game. It's fun to play sometimes.
Nice. Lemonade found your Nikkei, exchange hilarious. He
Yeah,
thought that.
Cheese Meister made it last episode.
Yeah, yeah, he
So,
did, didn't he? Yeah, it's
yeah,
good.
so
You
that
just
was
steal,
good. That
steal.
was a callback to it.
Yep, just
Yep.
steal people's material and claim it as your own. That's what I do all the time.
It's a callback. It's canon. It's continuity.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Right? It's deep Famicast lore.
Yep. And then the Famicast 20, we're going to be asking you guys about this very thing. So hope you guys are taking notes.
Right. Who first made the Nikkei stock exchange joke? The
Yes.
answer is Cheesemeister. Put it in your notes now. That's a freebie for you.
There it is.
All right. So I think that that wraps it up. Well, I mean, I did finish grinding out the DbD Halloween event.
Okay.
I think I
okay.
talked about it before how it works. So it was pretty fun. It was a good event.
Sure. Cool.
All right. Well, we'll be talking more about DbD later.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In the news segment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No spoilers.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Or you can just like tab over to Twitter and see what the announcement is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So how about you, Danny? What cursed digital software have you engaged with?
Well, this last time, I talked a lot about what the hell did I don't even remember. Mario. Yeah, I talked about Mario Wonder and kind of like my opening
Never
thoughts.
heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows. I talk about like basically my opening thoughts in the game and like all that type of stuff. Well, I have since actually beat the game. I just beat it last night.
Nice.
Which I don't know what I was really expecting or not expecting with that, but no, it was a fun little romp. Like, I mean, I just saw the credits. There's still like more stuff that I can do. It's just a matter of like going back and doing it. And I was getting stuff ready for the show today and stuff, so I didn't have a lot of time to play anything at all today. But yeah, no, I'm pretty satisfied with the game overall, man. Like
Okay.
I probably mentioned it, in the last episode too. I think the controls are super tight. The character designs and stuff like that. Overall visual aesthetics is just so much better than the stuff you'd find in New Super Mario Brothers, which I imagine you probably just loathe.
I don't feel strongly about it one way or the other.
Okay, yeah, but no, and I think they did a lot of really interesting things with some of the stages, especially some of the latter stages in the game. Like, things can get pretty challenging, but it never felt like impossible to me. Some people on Twitter were talking. I'm pretty sure they were talking about the final stage, but they're like, man, I died like 30, 40, 50 times. Thinking like, man, I mean, I died like maybe around 10 times maximum, but like it wasn't so bad. Like what they
like how hard would you say compared to like the Star Road levels in Mario World?
Like the hard stuff here compared to that?
Yeah.
It's comparable, but you have a couple more abilities and stuff like that here, which I think kind of gives you a bit more of an advantage. I mean, you can do wall jumps. That's part of it. You have like an extra spin you can do when you're coming down to kind of like give you a little bit more distance if you press like R.
So
and then
maybe like a little easier if you have a bit of mastery over the game mechanics.
No, dude, absolutely, because then they have this badge system in the game as well. I don't think I talked about this last time, but and these give you like very specific abilities. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are kind of like weird and annoying. Like, for example, one gives you this a better jump. You can jump higher, and you have like a little bit of a spin. Another one. No, I won't say that one. No, I'm not going to say that one. It's maybe too early. There's a couple of really cool ones that you would not expect to see in a Mario game. Other simple things too, like you start off the level, you get an automatic mushroom. Some things like that, like more practical things. So yeah, some things to kind of expand your capabilities. Some things just to kind of give you, there are coins and stuff hidden throughout the levels. You're supposed to find these wonder flowers so you can initiate like these crazy transformations and stuff in the stages and get like special seeds, collectibles and stuff. So there's a badge where you can track down that type of stuff. It makes it easier. It's like a radar type of deal. So I mean, it's cool, and it's definitely easier than than the Super Mario World stuff. Is what I was trying to say. But yeah, John Cario, yeah, man. 2D Mario is back, 2D Sonic is back, but where is Battletoads? Well,
Battletoads came out like a year ago.
Yeah, they had their chance.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you said you beat Mario Wonder, is it just like, is there remaining stuff to do?
Yeah. So I mean, I saw the credits. I guess I should say, and I did get a vast majority of, like, they have these things in the levels called wonder seeds, and you use them to like unlock stages to basically get further into the game. And I unlocked most of those. There's a couple that I know I just couldn't find, and I just didn't bother to go back, and check yet. Right. But yeah.
So you got some stuff to collect. Okay.
Yeah. And there are some secret seeds that are like hidden in stages that they don't even indicate on the stage that like it's something that's there. You just sometimes randomly find it and you're like, okay, cool. So, yeah.
Like that random Donkey Kong 64 coin that like went undiscovered for like 20 years.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, that was a real thing.
Oh, that sounds
awful. Just like a coin, if you like dig in like some random spot in some level, like there's a coin there and nobody found it until like they were like looking through the game code. Literally, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, that's weird. I wonder if the development, of Rare, whoever was responsible for that, is that like an intentional Easter egg, or is it just something that they forgot about?
Yeah, it seems like it could easily be just like a thing a developer forgot about.
Yeah, or like they were gonna do something with it, but then they just didn't.
Yeah, or just like an errant misclick.
Yeah, absolutely. But okay. Yeah, man. I mean, Mario Wonder, it's fun. It definitely feels super modern, which I thought was really nice. Menus are slick. There's little things like that. Everything looks great. Characters are great. Really awesome power-ups, really cool stages. I had a good time with it. I'm working on some final thoughts too. So if you guys out there are interested to hear more of what I have to say, I have a review that I'm almost finished with. It's like all done up in my head, kind of. It's just a matter of putting together, an article about that and then a video too, which I'm hoping to do maybe later this week or very early next week. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I know you guys out there are probably like, yeah, God, this again, get out of here, Bivens. And yeah, it's, it's coming. It's baseball, baby.
Wow.
Yes. So just this past week, this past weekend was the Japan series, basically the equivalent of the World Series, the World Championship of Baseball in Japan, happened. And the team that won, the Hanshin Tigers, it was their first victory in the Japan series since 1985. 38 years, they haven't won.
Wait, are you going to tell us about the Colonel's Curse?
Dude, you read my mind. So,
yes.
Okay, so back, Osaka is kind of a little bit more of a rambunctious place than like up here around Tokyo and stuff like that. I think people are, generally speaking, are a little bit more laid back and sometimes a little bit crazier than you'll see like people in Tokyo. I found people to be a little bit more open and friendly down there too when I visited a couple times that I have. Have you ever been down there, man?
To Osaka? Yeah, I went there once as like a sort of tourist and another time for a tournament.
Oh, nice. Cool. Well, as Ty mentioned, there was this curse on the Hanshin Tigers called the Curse of the Colonel, is how it's translated. So in 1985, after they won the championship against the Saitama Seibu Lions, my favorite team, they just went crazy down there. The fans, people like to throw shit in the old dirty Dotonbori River there. Yep. So they found this, Colonel Sanders statue outside of KFC. They're all over the place here. And somebody just picked him up and threw his ass in the river. And they couldn't find it, or they didn't find it until 2009. Wow. And even then, like, I just showed like a video clip of or whatever on the news a couple of days ago, but like they pulled him up in pieces, like his body was split in half. His glasses,
because it's probably like plastic or something.
Right? Yeah, I mean, or something. I mean, it was still like intact. It was just like, you know what I mean? It's like pieces or something like that. Like the top part is like a jacket, and like all the color was gone. Like it was just looked dirty as shit. But like his hands were gone; they just disappeared. His glasses are just gone. But yeah, it's kind of weird because they went to the championship several times since 1985, but they just couldn't do it. There's even a Hanshin Tigers GameCube that came out in 2003 because they won their division essentially, and but they did not win the Japan series that year.
Right.
But yeah, and then I was kind of like paying attention to Twitter like after they had won, just to see if anybody was going to get thrown in the river or Colonel Sanders was going to go back in for a dip. But kind of Colonel Sanders did go back in for a dip because somebody was dressed up as Colonel Sanders and they threw his ass in the river.
I think I did see that on Twitter.
Yeah, I think I had retweeted that. So like you could
was this on Halloween?
Yeah, it's a little bit after Halloween.
Okay.
Like it would have been probably last Sunday on the whatever date that was, just past this. But yeah, John Carter is right. The curse has been lifted, or has it? But thankfully, that person, he did come out of the river, unlike the statue. But it's crazy because even the police were saying things like, "Yeah, don't go in there; it's not safe." So yeah,
I'm sure it's full of all sorts of nasty stuff.
Yeah, it does not look like a place you want to take a friendly dip in.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, I really wanted to talk about that mainly, but just as a brief other thing here as well. Power Pro Baseball, it's a Konami baseball series. It's been on the Switch since like 2019 and been around for ages and ages. And I've talked about this again on the show before. Konami is really cool with their sports stuff here in Japan because unlike a lot of the sports games in the West, they go on a 2-year cycle with their games. So what does that mean? So like they basically release a game and they will keep like updating it for like 2 years, roster updates and stuff like that. And then after the second year is up, they'll release a new game and have like other more cool features and like all sorts of stuff like that. But they have a mode in the game called Live Scenario where you can replay basically every single game that happened throughout the season, including playoffs and like all that type of stuff and like mini missions. Neat. Which is pretty cool. And you could do as both teams, so you can essentially like relive history or rewrite history. So it's kind of cool. But
right. Yeah, maybe is there a mode where you're scored on how well you recreate history?
Well, I mean,
like,
you do
like JFK Reloaded.
Yes, same idea, just with baseball, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm glad that we can I can relate that to you so you can understand how this works. But yeah, anyway, so like if you're interested at all in like Japanese baseball or something like that, yeah, check it out. I mean, I put up a whole video of like all the scenarios from this particular mode and stuff, and it's really fun. I mean, the game's just cool. I mean, there is like a dollar version of Power Pros that you can get anywhere if you're into like simulation baseball. That looks really cool. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's just a quick baseball update. Like the game is basically after this, at the end of this year, they're not going to have, you won't be able to access these scenarios anymore. Like basically at the end of before they start up like their new season or something like that, they get rid of all of this stuff, probably licensing and stuff like that. So you got about a month and a half to be able to like play these. So yeah, anyway.
Oh, I think it's really interesting that in Japan you can have like in-game Kirin beer ads in a game that I presume is rated for kids.
Yes. Well, I mean, shit, man. You think about like
right
manga
up there
and stuff
in the upper right, premium malts.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, manga and stuff like that too. I mean, you got guys smoking, you got guys drinking, and kids reading this shit. It's just the way it is. It's Japan.
Right.
Got to grow up to be a man if you're a boy.
Yeah.
But no, it is interesting about that aspect of it too, because I mean, they don't do that with sports games in America. They very liberally and purposefully remove any type of thing unless they're getting money from the sponsors and stuff like that. But I don't think Konami cares. They just want this. They just want to have, or maybe they are getting fucking money. I really don't know. But I think they just want to recreate something as realistically as possible, and they do a bang up job of it.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway. That'll do it for the old baseball talk here. Again, I just wanted to kind of give that up, and I'm glad that you knew about the Curse of the Colonel tie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, before we move on to a little bit of news, we are part of the Tokyo Beat Podcast Network, and we have a little bit of a preview from one of the other shows on the network. So bear with me here as I pull it up. Yes. And here we go.
We're the Tokyo Fresh Podcast.
I'm David.
I'm Jordan.
We're a comedy lifestyle podcast diving into the weird and interesting side of Japan.
We often share stories about our lives in Japan, and how you can avoid making the same mistakes.
So if you want to take advice from two idiots who have been living here far too long, check out the Tokyo Fresh Podcast.
Only on the Tokyo Beat Network.
Ooh, Dave and Jordan. I gotta say, those are like the two best possible names to turn into katakana.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, now playing at the Famicast.com, lots of stuff going up on the website, Patreon, YouTube, everywhere. Like it's been cooking, man. And I'm gonna give you guys a brief update on all of this stuff. As some of you patrons know, Ty, I'm pretty sure you know too, because I've talked to you about this, but we do have game night coming up this weekend. Yeah. Oh shit. Famicast game night coming up this weekend for the patrons. This is a night where we basically like jam out and play games with you guys. I usually get drunk, it's always a lot of fun just playing a bunch of different games and just genuinely just goofing around and stuff like that. So it's cool. Looking forward to that. That's coming up on Saturday, November 11th. So if you're a patron and you guys support us that way, that's one way that you can like hang out and have fun with us, or hate it. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Let's play some real trash. Let's play Mario Party on the Switch.
Well, there is
it's also a good chance to rope your fellow patrons into a game that you actually like.
Yeah, true. I mean, last time, holy crap, like I suggested that we play Joy Mech Fight, and we did. That was a blast.
Slaps.
And then like a couple of weeks after that, it came out on the North American and like European and Australian Nintendo Switch Online. So boom, we made it happen. You're welcome.
Good shit.
Yeah. For patrons, again, there is a Life in Japan episode coming out exclusively to you guys here later this month. I made a post about it on the Patreon, so be sure to check that out if you haven't yet. That is coming at you guys soon. In terms of stuff that's going on the website, like right now, and YouTube and stuff like that, I put together a video about the Zelda Coffee collaboration that just kind of re-kicked off here yesterday. So if that sounds kind of weird or kind of fun, like check it out. It's a really interesting, cool thing. No Tommy Lee Jones in my video, unfortunately. I couldn't afford him, so that's just how it goes.
UFO Catcher Trash spoilers. I did win one of the boss coffee with the Zelda things.
Nice.
I don't know if I get like a random set of cans or if I get a set.
Okay.
It's not going to be on this episode. It's going to be on the next one.
Okay. Damn.
So I have this months old coffee.
Yeah, it keeps, man. It keeps.
Okay.
Yeah. And something else I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the news, because I want to kind of detail this a little bit more. We have a new feature on the website from one of my buddies. He wrote it up. It's called the FamiKATSU, and it's a look at basically the top 10 Famitsu articles of the week. And we have one from just last week. He posted it on Sunday. There's some really interesting stuff that people in Japan are interested in. Like it's kind of odd how Famitsu is not just video games. You think about like IGN, they're not just video games, right? Like they talk about all sorts of stuff. Famitsu's kind of the same type of deal. But anyways, like my buddy, he did a really awesome job making this article, writing up, translating some stuff too. But yeah, definitely check that out. That will be linked up, and we're going to talk about it a little bit later on the show. But yeah, lots of stuff, lots of freaking news, so much crap going on. So be sure to check out famicast.com, all the stuff, YouTube, Patreon, all that type of stuff. Give us money. No, all of this and more. Famicast.com.
On the Famicast.br.
Yes.
Brazil, let's go.
Let's do it. Ty, shit. What are we doing next?
JAPANews, brother.
That's right. That's right, folks. The moment you've all been waiting for.
I tried a different thing every week until like I land on the big winner.
Sure. Namaste, friends. That's what I stuck with.
Namaste, friends.
I made it up too, actually. Anyway, yeah, this is the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of Japan, Nintendo, and everything else in between. And boy, oh boy, there's some really cool news that came today. Ty, after this first one, you can talk about some DbD here as well.
Okay.
I think that's cool too. And then we can lead into the next one too. Here we are editing the show on the fly. But yeah, this first one's actually really kind of bizarre, and I did not expect to see this at all. So yeah, coming up on November 18th, there is a new Splatfest. Yes, the Splatfest you've all been waiting for and that you've all been expecting. Because it's all based on traditional Japanese snacks.
Yo.
This is kind of a weird one. So yeah, like I said, this is happening on Saturday, November 18th and running until Monday, November 20th. And this is all based on this Japanese snack called imagawa yaki, which has a bunch of different names depending on where you are in Japan. Some of them have different shapes that change the names that they are and stuff too. But essentially what this is kind of like almost like little pancakes with red bean paste on the inside.
Yes. Every Japanese snack has to have some fucking bean shit in it. You might remember that article from the Rising Wasabi.
Yes. Well, and it's like I said, it's interesting because this has different names depending on where you go. And basically the question that's posed for the tricolor battle is like, what do you call this? And the options,
I like it.
Yeah, and the options are kaiten yaki, which what they kind of call that down in Osaka, oban yaki, or just imagawa yaki, which I asked my wife like what she called it, and she says she just calls it imagawa yaki.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I was looking on Wikipedia too, because I'm like, how many freaking names are there for this? Is there like an English name for this? And no, there's not. It's just called this.
If they do an American one, they should ask, do you call it crayfish, crawdad, or what the fuck are you talking about?
Jack-o'-lantern. No, yeah. It'll be interesting because with Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1, there were some events that were very similar to this that were usually licensed type of things with like Japanese food, like the kitsune udon and like the other shit, like that. There was the oh my god, like the little chocolate mushrooms or like the chocolate takenoko, like the bamboo shoots. I mean, there was a bunch of like really just Japan specific stuff, and they could get away with it back then because the game was region locked. Well, the Splatfest can be region locked because sometimes the information can display in Japanese if it's going to be like this, and that definitely seems to be the case here. So, and yeah, Lemonade 2s, I've never seen this stuff before, and I think before I came to Japan, I had never seen these either. But it's a bit of a unique taste. Like Ty, I don't know about you, man, but the first time I tried this, I wasn't sure if I liked it because like the red bean paste, it's sweet, but it's quite different from anything that I've ever had in America.
True. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of Americans are kind of turned off by this, but like once you've been around it for a while, it's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and it's if you come to Japan or if you see like Japanese snacks or something like that around your area, like try something like this. It's pretty tasty. You can call it whatever the hell you want.
It can be a little jarring if you're like not sure what you're about to bite into, but it's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, it's just sweet. Like even in the West we think beans, West in Australia, the South, whatever you want to call it. You think beans, you don't think like usually like super sweet, like as sweet as these things are, but
right. And I'm sure like almost every foreigner here has had the experience of like they get some snack and they don't know what's inside it. Like, is this gonna be like a regular pancake thing, or is it gonna have some bean shit inside?
exactly, man. Like,
and then they roll the dice.
yeah. I had a friend one time. He said, "Hey man, let's come over to my house. We're gonna have a barbecue." And he's like, "I'll pick up some buns, like for some burgers or something." I'm like, cool. And he picks them up, and I think there's like some of this stuff in there. Like, yeah, that's not what we need, bro. But yeah. All right, man. Well, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. If you don't remember what I said about any of this stuff, you can check it out on the website. We have that linked up. If you're watching or checking out the enhanced version of the show, like a audio version, there are links that you can like check this stuff out. So check it out that way too. But Ty, moving on, some huge Ty news.
Oh yeah. Do the DbD thing. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, just very shortly before we start recording, they announced the new Dead by Daylight killer coming out this month. A beloved character, also in Japan. He's weirdly famous for some reason. It's fucking Chucky.
Wow.
And not cheese. Let me share this up right here. Let's see. All right, present, share screen. Not the one with the porn on it.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna share the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. This is from IGN. Like they have this up before Dead by Daylight Twitter did, so I don't know what the deal is there.
Yeah.
Maybe they signed a deal. But yeah,
Probably.
we got a screenshot. We got Chucky in game right here. He's got this big ass knife. I wonder I guess this is like a cosmetic you can get.
Okay.
Girl
like
Chucky.
The Bride of Chucky, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Is it? I'm thinking Bride of Frankenstein. Whatever. It's the same idea.
That was a real movie, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So like I wonder if this is based on like OG Chucky or like the reboot they did.
Yeah, I'm not like a Chucky fiend, so like
I have never seen any of the movies.
Yeah, that's wild to me because like you said that earlier when we were talking before the show. It just seemed like something that you would have watched, man. Like
yeah, it's like I'm pretty familiar like on a superficial level.
Sure.
But yeah, like look how fucking small he is.
Yeah, I was thinking like, are they scaling him appropriately? Yes, okay, they are good.
Right? Like I always wondered, like if they had Chucky, like how would they deal with a tiny ass killer in this game? Because, the killer as part of the process, they have to lift up a survivor and then put them on a hook, like in Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
And like I thought they kind of explored it with the twins character they have. Like if you don't remember, they created an original character. It's like this woman with like this little parasite gremlin little brother that kind of splits off and can like attack survivors. But like she has to lift them up and put them on the hook.
Okay.
So like I thought they were that was like kind of their idea for Chucky. So yeah. I mean, look how fucking small he is. Like
he's like knee height for like the people.
Right?
It's gonna be like Odd Job all over again, man.
Yeah, like if there's not some other tell, it is gonna be so easy to sneak up on survivors because there's like no way to see him coming unless there's like a giant open field, which doesn't exist in DbD. There's always some fucking rocks or grass or trash. So like other killers that are pretty quiet, like they might have some like other effects around them, like if you play Sadako, she doesn't make any sounds. She's 100% silent, except there's like you'll hear like this ambient like TV distortion kind of sound when she's near.
Okay.
Or what else? Huntress, like she has this constant song she sings. So like I wonder if he's gonna have like some kind of like aside from the usual like terror radius. So like in the game, like if you're within the radius of a killer, like you're gonna hear it, but there are perks and stuff like that where you can temporarily get rid of it or reduce it.
Hmm.
So like if Chucky just has a regular tear radius that he could get rid of with a perk, that's gonna be bananas.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if they're just gonna make him go the entire time in game. Like okay, like he should be playable today on the public test, like later
Damn, okay.
today.
Hmm.
That's what they always do.
Okay.
He's so small. He's like knee high.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just a
nuts.
little guy.
Yeah, I don't want to be
He's
around that little
smaller
guy
than a
though.
totem.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this is going to shake out. Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh yeah. Remember, I got a real totem right here.
Oh right.
You can see it compared to the in-game version. It's a pretty good match.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this screenshot? Because
So,
like
like,
when you
his head. and-
yeah, because when you play as killer, you're in first person. Do you actually get over the shoulder with Chucky, or is this just like a funny little mock-up screenshot they did?
Yeah, hard telling.
All right, actually, yeah, maybe. Is there a trailer on this page? Maybe I should just scroll up. All right,
Oh.
let's watch the trailer. 1 minute.
Yeah.
You got a minute?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, 17 or no? All right. I don't think we're gonna get sound, but it's fine. Let's just narrate what we see
Sure.
this holiday season. Oh, it's a toy commercial.
Okay.
So maybe this is based more on the remake.
Okay.
So that's what they did with Freddy. They did the Freddy in game is based on the what's his name, Jackie Haley version.
Okay. Bloody footprints, little guy running around. It's typical Chucky stuff going on right now in the trailer. It's still cool. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely like a render kind of thing.
Yeah.
But this is a real level in DbD.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. Doing a render for something like this though. Oh goodness. Yeah, that might be like the newer one.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, they have a release date, November 28th. Okay. Not a gameplay trailer of any sort. So
Right.
I have no idea how he's gonna work.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to like I said, seeing how this shakes out. That's cool.
Yeah, well, like I said, you'll see some gameplay like later today. Like every DbD YouTuber is going to be on that shit.
Right.
It might be up now. You might be able to tab over to Twitch and see it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it's a little later today, probably.
Okay.
A couple hours, actually.
Okay.
Usually.
Well,
they always do things at the same time.
Yeah. Ty, would you mind taking that next bit of news here too?
Sure, let's go. Zelda is getting a movie. Yes, that news was just like what this morning.
Yeah, this dropped this morning.
Nintendo is teaming up with Sony Pictures Entertainment and Arad Productions. Avi Arad. Tons of Marvel movies under the belt. Oh yeah, he did. I think I mentioned in the Discord he did Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, as a producer, that's right.
Which slaps. So yeah, he's making the Zelda movie live action. Live action. It's not CG. Not a cartoon. Will we get an excuse me, princess? Time will tell.
Exactly. And I mean, the last time Nintendo did a live action Zelda was a Super Nintendo commercial for the Super Famicom version.
I remember that shit.
Which I have playing right now, actually. If you're watching the video
Iconic.
version. But no, what a great video, great song. I'll be throwing that song somewhere in the audio version as well. So be sure to check that out. But yeah, it's a silly video, and it's just cool.
All right.
But yeah, in terms of
directed by Uwe Boll. Just kidding. It's Wes Ball. And Miyamoto will be involved in production. Okay. So, all right. Who do you want to see cast in this movie? Worst answer only.
Chris Pratt, of course.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, this is not my original joke. Somebody else is talking about that on social media.
Yeah, right. That's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, it's tough to say. And actually, yeah, Lemonade also says, why is it Sony instead of Universal? Yeah, I figured Nintendo would have just stayed with Universal, but
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it maybe, oh my gosh, what's his name? The producer guy, Rod, maybe he just said like, yeah, I only work with Sony to like produce this shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I have no idea, but
that's funny. Wow. Sony and did it back again.
Yeah. So it's kind of bizarre.
But the CDI game that was on Philips. It wasn't on a Sony platform.
It was not, unfortunately. Yeah, who would I want to even see in this movie? Like, yeah, I'm horrible when it comes to stuff like this because I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to like a lot of actors and stuff like that these days.
I hope I see some memes on par with like when Chris Pratt and the rest of the guys got Jack Black.
Yeah. It seems like because it's going to be live action, it's going to be tougher to get away with like super familiar faces like that. Like I would think that they might have to get some people that aren't as like huge or something like that. That might be a smarter idea.
Right, because that's what they did with a lot of guys on the Marvel movies. They weren't like superstars before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I agree. That's probably the right way to go with that type of stuff, I'd say.
I think that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see some kind of newer, lesser known stars that may be rocketed to superstardom.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I really enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers movie. I know not everybody did, but in terms of like production value and stuff like that, you can't deny. I mean, it's awesome. And it'll be interesting to see what Nintendo does with something that's live action, especially when they're, Miyamoto's involved with this like 50%. Nintendo is like, it's like a 50-50 type of thing with like producer and director and stuff, and Miyamoto and like all this stuff. So that's good. Cause I mean, Miyamoto cares about this immensely. He freaking made it, so he doesn't want it to be a, Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s. So
I do.
Yeah, I mean, some of us might, but
sicko mode. Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Obviously, it's going to be a few years out. They just officially announced it, so yeah.
Oh yeah. What was the window from announcing the Mario movie to producing it, getting it out in theaters, like 5 or 7 years or something?
Maybe something like that.
It was a long time.
It was. So expect that with here. Hopefully, Miyamoto's still going to be around and kicking. I mean, he's Japanese, so he's 70
he's going to
now.
live to be 109.
Yeah, he's 70 now. He turns 71 on like November 16th. So yeah, the clock is ticking, folks.
Wild. I wonder what video games were like when he was a kid.
Exactly. Moving on. So for fans of Tetris 99, aka me, and maybe like one or two of you guys out there, a new Tetris 99 Maximus Cup is coming this Friday, actually, featuring none other than the upcoming Super Mario RPG remake. This is, per usual, this is going to be going on until November 14th. Basically, you got that like 4-day span. And so if you're watching the video version right now, you can see a clip of kind of what it looks like and all that type of stuff. I'm also excited about Mario RPG, the remake of that and stuff too. So I think this is cool. At one point, Nintendo did kind of get away from putting out or basically making these type of things with Tetris 99 before games came out. Like the last one that they had, it was like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and it's like, that's a little late because this came out like months and months after the game came out. But this is like perfect timing. The game's just coming out next week, so this is a great way to kind of get into people's heads about this stuff. So
I'm really looking forward to like another solid 20 years of people begging for Geno and Smash and not getting him.
Right, exactly. What's going to happen. But hey, you got Xeno and Tetris for as long as
he's in Tetris.
So next best thing, I guess. So yeah, there that is. So yep, I will be playing this. I will be getting the theme. It's not hard. They make it like pretty damn easy to get the themes now. They changed the point system where if you play for like 30 minutes, even if you suck, you should be able to get it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Next up there.
Go
ahead.
Before that, I remembered another DbD thing as an aside. Okay. You might remember they had a Stranger Things chapter, which they stopped selling because I guess the license agreement expired, or they wanted to roll back their licenses so they could make shitty Netflix mobile games. And anyway, they've been gone for years, but they're coming back.
Okay.
Actually, I think they're in the store now. So if you always wanted to buy Steve, Nancy, and the Demogorgon, now you can.
There it is. Cool. Okay. When I was flipping over to the DbD Twitter earlier today, I was like, why is all this Stranger shit here? Where's Chucky?
Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, they've been out of the store for like a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
So like you could only have them if you like had bought the DLC before then.
Yeah.
But they're coming back.
All
and
right.
that fuck ass map is getting put back into the rotation.
They gotta fix it?
Yeah, they said they've been polishing it up so that like the new killer abilities don't like fucking bug out on it.
Okay. Limited actually brings up a good point. I think there's a new season of Stranger Things soon. Is there?
Yeah.
Did they announce? I mean, I know
so.
it's been announced, but I didn't remember seeing any dates, but I haven't checked anything literally today, so who knows?
Yeah, I have expected like a second Stranger Things chapter, like after they announced that.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll put in like another monster from it.
Maybe they will. I mean, that's definitely.
Yeah, it was like heavily rumored like months ago, and somebody leaked a map that looked like a new Stranger Things map, but that never came to fruition.
Yeah, because the next season's got to be coming out relatively soon, so maybe they're just trying to match it up with that. And before that, they're just like, "Hey, yo, you want to play as all these guys that you could, we can't now, but you will be able to again sometime soon. Here you go.
Here we go.
Could just be a lead up. Be smart.
Yep. So don't buy a years old CD key for $500.
Unless you really want to.
You can just get like all three characters for like $11 or something.
Okay.
It's a pretty good deal.
Cool. Ty, do you want to talk about that retro update?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Nintendo Switch Online is getting 2 Famicom games and a Game Boy game. Games of question: Devil World. Is that the game where you eat Bibles? It is, right?
Yes, it's basically like Tetris, or not Tetris, like Pac-Man that has like a moving the stage kind of.
Yeah, moves. I played that shit. It never got released in America because it's a game where you eat Bibles. And then
you're not wrong.
Yeah,
maybe the reasons are a little different, but
it's fun. Yeah, the mysterious Murasame Castle. I watched. I looked at this on YouTube for a bit. It kind of slaps.
Yeah, dude, it's tough. I reviewed this on Nintendo World Report 10 years ago when it came out on 3DS, and I read my review and I was like, oh yeah. I mean, it's like a top down. Basically, it's essentially kind of like a Zelda like game.
Right. It's like literally like a lot of the same code. It's like the same engine insofar that engines exist.
Yeah.
On the NES.
Yeah, it's cool, but there are a lot of like cheap deaths.
It's like a faster paced get murdered kind of game.
Yeah. So I mean, with if you want to be a baby like I did when I played on 3DS, you can do like rewind and save states and stuff like that, which would make honestly, this is a game that I really wish that they would just update, like have some kind of a modern update to, because I think it's a cool idea. I think a lot of people would probably be into it, just given that it's like kind of like traditional Japanese. Setting and stuff like that. I think it has to do with like aliens and weird shit too. So I mean, kind of bizarre, but cool.
Okay. And Castlevania Legends.
Yeah.
I know about this game.
Oh really, man? Like I don't even remember. Is a 97 release in Japan, so it might have been like 98 in the West. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Maybe. I mean, well, in any case, at the time, this is like the only Castlevania game where you could play as a girl. It was Sonia Belmont, and at the time, it was canonically the first one. And I think sometime after the fact, the Castlevania producer was like some random super sexist guy that said, please forget about this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. But I it might have been just a mistranslation because people mistranslate Japanese guys all the time for their weird culture war ends.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Sonia Belmont is super hot, and this game kind of slaps.
Yeah, the box art's actually pretty cool too. Just to toot my own horn here for a second, if you want to look at any of like the Japanese box art for the Game Boy Advance, or N64, I have like an article with like all that stuff and like a list of like when all these came out in order and stuff. So that's over on the Famicast website. You guys can check that stuff out.
I think I might actually have a copy of this at arm's reach.
Oh, yo, that's awesome, man.
Maybe.
Yeah,
probably my bag of Game Boy stuff that's around here somewhere.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like I like I said, I did enjoy Murasame Castle when I played it back in the day, to an extent. And yeah, Devil World's fun. I'm glad that they put that out. And then, Castlevania 2. And this stuff all came out on like Halloween, which I thought was really cool because kind of a creepy, feeling and stuff, with these games and stuff like that. So I think it was pretty apt to
it was nice. It was a nice treat.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I wasn't expecting that. Just like on Halloween last week, just chilling out, not doing anything fun, just going to work. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was cool. I still haven't even played any of the games on the Switch yet, but here we are. Yeah. Next up here. So this also got announced last week, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are aware of it. But the last wave of DLC for Mario Kart is coming out tomorrow on November 10th, or sorry, November 9th, depending on just whatever, depending on whenever you're listening to this. But there's some really cool tracks added here. Crap, I don't have my article pulled up, so I can't check the names here off the top. Maybe I'll just pull this up right now. But yeah, I mean, lots of cool tracks. I mean, 8 tracks, some tracks from Mario Kart Tour. Rainbow Road from the Wii is on here, it looks like a banger. I kind of remember enjoying this one back in the day. There's some new characters that we already knew about the characters before that. Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette are going to be added to the roster here. And hopefully we'll be able to maybe try some of this out during game night. I don't know. We played, I think, the last wave during the last game night that we had, and I had fun playing with like friends and not playing like a super competitive type of situation. Like I just got to the point where I almost kind of like hate Mario Kart, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, playing at like 150, 200 cc, playing against like bullshit blue shells and computers that just are always, tailing you. It's just,
I mean, me, I have maintained that this game actually sucks since it came out on Wii U. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think like mechanically it's fun. It's fun to play with like friends and like kind of like no stress situations and stuff. But yeah, it's part of it. Just maybe I'm just not the key demographic for Mario Kart anymore, but that's okay. Yeah, John Cario, 200cc or bust. Well, I'm busting, man. That's for sure.
Busted.
Yeah. Just to catch up with the chat here too. Hi, Tony's. He popped into the chat here as well. Talk about the Game Boy Castlevania. He said those Game Boy Castlevanias always had a rough time. They're fine. I mean, it's Game Boy. What did people expect? I think that's a good point too.
I think a lot of games did have problems like that. The first one, I don't remember what it's called. It had banger music, but oh boy, like your guy moves so slow. It's so painful.
Yeah, I mean those like the older ones that were like what, maybe late 80s, early 90s, right? So
yeah,
Game Boy. It's cool because there's definitely like 2 phases of it, right? There's the early Game Boy, and then there's like Pokemon era Game Boy, where everything is just kind of faster and a little bit more modern and stuff like that.
Right.
And
people were able to get hardware where they could actually see the fucking screen.
Yeah, there's that too. And I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. Nintendo, in the trailer that we were running here earlier for that, they opted to put like the green screen filter on there just nice. Because they can. But there are some cool filtering options on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, anyways, Mario Kart, man, it's pretty crazy that they, from a game from 2014, they decided to do DLC in like, late 2021, early 2022, and they basically doubled the courses and, have so many freaking drivers and stuff like that too. It's pretty crazy that they did that so late. The game is like 9 years old, so anyway. yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Nintendo does with the series from here, but probably something very similar to what's available now. That's for sure. But yeah, just to kind of wrap up the news here a little bit here as well. I mean, Nintendo financials did come out. Nintendo did reveal a bunch of different information about that. Super Mario Wonder, something they just revealed today, and the explanatory information and stuff like that. It sold like 4.3 million copies in the span of 2 weeks, which is pretty crazy. Pikmin 4 is the highest selling Pikmin ever. And it just came out in July. Yeah, kind of like a theme that Nintendo was going with the sales data and stuff like that, was that, like, yeah, I mean, the Switch has just like basically given some of their series like a new life. Even with the Mario Wonder stuff, like it's the highest, what's the terminology they use, maybe like the fastest selling Mario game to date, which is pretty crazy to think about.
Well, the game industry just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So like every year there's like a new fastest selling game.
Oh yeah, man. Like, yeah, that shit just never ends, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Nintendo even said it like in their press material and stuff like that as well, that the Mario movie did have an impact on sales of Mario games throughout the year, like the stuff that's already been out on the Switch. Obviously it got people excited for a new game and stuff like that too, and Wonder. So, and then there's more stuff coming out. You got Mario RPG coming. You got a bunch of different Mario stuff coming next year. Mario and DK, the Peach game, the Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, there's a bunch of like stuff coming, and I don't think it's going to be slowing down anytime soon, at least for the software. Hardware, yeah. But yeah, it's like the Switch is sold over like 132 million or something like that too. So still picking up steam there.
Sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if you want to read more about that specifically, I have an article put up about that. So I have that linked up in, well, somewhere. So
somewhere.
Yeah, so check it out. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about too, like I said earlier at the end of Now Playing, we do have a new article that we just started up this past week called the FamiKATSU. And yeah, it's just snippets of basically the most popular articles from Famitsu. And ironic that the number one most popular thing the first week that we did this was all about a Starbucks product that was coming to Starbucks Japan and stuff like that. But my buddy does a really good job of explaining all of this stuff, translating this stuff and all that stuff as well. I'm trying to think of another one. The one that you mentioned, Ty, from that game. Crap. Here we go. Goddess of Victory, Nikkei, is a sci-fi free-to-play shooter that finally reached its first anniversary thanks to its popularity and art style that led to millions of both fans and downloads. With the advent of the anniversary, a new story event and characters have been announced for the anniversary. Famitsu goes over the details of what was announced. You can see English.
Oh yeah, if you log in during the anniversary, you get a whole bunch of shit for free.
Yeah.
And they also nerfed the whole single-player campaign, so you can go through it a bit faster now.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff like this. Even Famitsu Suika game, or that was in there as well. Actually, I saw some of my students playing this stuff during class the other day, like that cheap, mobile browser version.
I heard some of my students talking about it. Nobody plays games in any of my classes except for this one girl that plays the gacha game with the Disney boys.
Okay.
Yeah. Like put your phone away, and she just keeps like
Yeah, and yeah, another thing too, my buddy, like there was a like a Pokemon type like compatibility chart, and he translated it and stuff too, just in case it's something you want to see. And that was something that, again, it was just something that was popular in Famitsu, or on Famitsu's website last week. So if you want to know more about kind of what's going on in Japan and what's kind of like popular on like a weekly basis, yeah, definitely check out this article. Again, it's called the FamiKATSU, and hopefully my buddy has enough time to be able to do this on a weekly basis. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, he did a really great job, and you guys should absolutely check this stuff out. So
cool.
Yep. Cool. But that is actually going to do it for the news. And Ty, I can smell a bunch of trash in your room from all the way over here, man.
The trash fire grows. All right. Yes, it's that time. It's a garbage day. It's time for the anime trash.
Boom.
Now, now like all the money that you guys put into the Patreon, instead of going to Danny's alcohol, it's now going to my anime trash.
He's not lying. It's already gone.
I'm not sure which is worse.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
In case there's any new viewers, what I do is I compulsively play UFO catchers on a daily basis. And sometimes I win stuff. I get free plays on some of the sites. I play like 8 fucking sites now.
God, man.
And and I save all this shit for podcast day. And well, let's see what Capcom UFO catcher sent me.
Let's do it.
Let's go. I got a shipping itinerary here. All right, let's see. I got this really fun bubble wrap with these giant bubbles. When I pop them, it sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. We got some anime figures. Let's go, boys.
All right.
All right. I got a Spy Family.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. I got what's her name? Fiona? Yeah, Fiona Frost.
Is this part of the set that you had, like where they sit together as a family or something?
I think so, sort of. Even though she's like in the story, she's trying to be a homewrecker.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So maybe you could set up your own weird little cuck scene with these figures.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. This is a character I'm unfamiliar with, but like the figure looked really cool, so I wanted to get it. So maybe if anybody in the chat knows about this. All right, check her out. She looks kind of crazy.
So yeah, if you're just listening to the audio version, we should check out the video version first. But if you can't be bothered, yeah, it's we got a slightly sexy, short blonde-haired chick with long legs and fishnets and a very short dress and wings.
Yeah, she's got devil wings and like some. Are these horns? They look like horns.
Yeah.
So her name is Debbie the Golshifa. I have no idea what that is. But she looks kind of cool, so I snagged it.
Nice.
Maybe it's new anime. I don't know.
Sure.
Sure, whatever.
I am not.
I don't watch anime. I just collect the figures, apparently.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so that was a couple anime figures from Capcom. I do love Capcom's UFO catcher. I think it's top 2 right now for best sites.
Nice. By the way, you did get a lull out of John Cario. I think when you're talking about how we're just going to be using all the Famicast money for no longer my alcohol addiction, but your addiction. So
right.
This transfer from one addiction to the other. Perfect.
Right. I'm feeling very jokey tonight.
And hey, Lemonade, he says, hey, I'm glad Ty inspired me to buy some anime figures while I was traveling for PAX last month. Yeah, actually, Lemonade is.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he had posted a bunch of really cool stuff. I know he posted like his trip.
He did.
He had, like a trip around Australia and stuff. He posted a long video about that. I haven't checked it out yet, but yeah, man, he was posting some really cool, like basically stuff that Ty does online, but like in real life.
He had a HoloLive figure.
Yeah.
Oof. All right. So this box is from Tokyo Catch, which does take USD and does ship to America.
Oh, okay.
But it is also genuinely in Tokyo. I know because they handwrite the shipping labels to me. It's like that fucking kid is back.
Yeah.
Yes. I got the 3rd ReZero Penguin Girl. I've been after this one so I could complete the set.
Nice.
Yep. So now I have all 3 Penguin Hoodie girls.
And that is Emilia, it looks like.
Is that her name?
It says it on the other side of the box. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. I'm just looking at the other side. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Let's go. Oh, yes. And the Bunny Girl collection grows. Here we go.
Snap.
Got another big Buy Cute Bunnies series figure.
It is pink hair this time. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. This is a well-known anime, I think.
Okay.
I think I also have like the floaty inner tube version of this character.
Okay, let's say. I mean, they all look familiar, but like,
right? I mean, let's be real. Every anime girl looks exactly the same.
yeah, it's just, yeah. How did they age her, and how big are her boobs?
Right. Let's go. Yep. All right. Let's see. Oh, I gotta peel off my address label on this one. All right, here we go.
Don't talk.
All
Don't
right,
get
I have
tough.
a small singular item from. Is this from Capcom? Is this even a UFO catcher good, or did I just like mix in some of my regular mail? Okay, yeah, this is from Capcom, but it's not a Capcom box, which is rare.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
I was hoping it'd be like a stack of bills or something. Like, you have
Yeah,
not
right.
paid.
Oh yes, my special boy.
Ooh, Fall Guy.
I got another Fall Guy.
Nice.
Let's free him.
Yeah.
It's a pretty standard skin. It's like the flame pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink and blue. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, he's cute. I wanted him. And I can wave his arms.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's great. He's so
Wholesome.
cute. I love him. He's so precious.
Wholesome.
I love the fall. Yeah, right?
A rarity.
That's what I really crave. Is like the cute wholesome toys like the cactus guy.
Yeah.
Fall guy.
Corn. Oh, by the way, how is the corn? Is he safe?
Oh yeah, he's right back there.
Okay. Well, I mean, you could see him.
Corn-chan.
Yeah, later I think who was asking about it in the chat? Maybe Dave, or was it Giancario? Somebody. Jeez,
maybe.
I forgot.
Yeah. So I made sure I saw that, so I made a point
to
put Corn-chan up.
Okay, good.
All right. Let's see. I got a big box from Molly Online. Always wait till I have like 3 items to ship from them, because then they give me another ticket.
Okay.
Like I did that yesterday, and I also won another thing. So
Nice.
like that, it's like, if you know what to do, Molly Online is like the easiest one to get like a ton of shit for free or almost free.
Okay.
So they're my number one right now.
Okay.
But they only ship to Japan and Indonesia, so fuck you if you live anywhere else. Or Malaysia, I think.
Okay.
Right. Let's see here. What do we got? Looks like a lot of shipping material. Ooh, yes. Today is a good day. All right. What do you think? Do you want to see another fucking bunny girl first, or? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's.
I'll save the best for last.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. It is Year of the Rabbit, you know.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. So we got a bunny girl.
Okay. Red shiny dress. Red hair. Is it red or is it
City
pink?
Clothes. I think it's kind of like light brown.
Oh, or that.
Yeah, it's an Idol Master.
Okay.
It's not one of the OGs, I don't think so. I don't know who it is.
I'll say I don't see an Xbox 360 logo on there anywhere.
Right? Former Xbox exclusive Idol Master. Oh, yeah. Yep. So I got that. The collection grows. All right. Now we got another anime figure. Guess what? It's a Spy Family. And it's heavy. It's got some weight.
Okay.
Yes, I was angling for this one for a while.
Ooh, I like that.
Me too. It's Anya and Penguin.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know if it's Captain Penguin in English or what.
Okay.
But like when I got this, I thought it was just like a little guy, but this is actually fucking huge.
Yeah, I wonder if that penguin's like completely solid then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It feels like it. This has got some weight on it.
Okay.
And also, it's so cute. I love Captain Penguin.
Nice.
I also highly recommend any episode with the penguin in it.
Okay.
It's a good show. All right, now my special boy has arrived.
Okay.
Well, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Yes. Diglett.
Okay, it's not Diglett. It's this fossil guy, right?
Okay, I think I've seen that guy before.
Yeah, this is like one of the 2 fossils from the OG game, right?
Yeah, as I say, it's OG, right? So
Yeah, I forget his name.
yeah, me too. It's been so long. I forgot the
Wait,
Poké Rap
the other
name.
one was like was it Kabuto or something?
Kabuto. That sounds like a
I
name
don't
I
know.
used to know.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just saw his big fucking goofy stupid eyes, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I have to get him.
yeah, man. No, that's a good one. That's a good one to have.
Yeah, there's a set, so you can actually get both fossil Pokemon. You don't need 2
Damn.
save files. You can actually get both of them online for the UFO catchers. But I knew which one I wanted. I wanted
Yeah.
this guy.
Wow. We get some good reactions from the crowd here. It's like, Lemonade, that's a good plushie. Giancario says, Omanity?
Homanite?
Oh my God. Yes, or that.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Interesting. High Tiny says, "Hey, I saw that one as well recently. Unless its eyes were, but usually its eyes are flat and not this goofy though. So yeah, that's awesome, man.
Right? Yeah, and he's soft. I love him.
Yeah, that's
It
legit.
feels like yeah, it's like the shell and the Pokemon are actually 2 separate things like sewn together. So this is actually pretty nice. I love him.
Nice.
Maybe
nice,
we'll put this guy in the thumbnail later.
Yeah, we're gonna have to arrange that. That's
okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, Omunito.
Okay.
Omunite. Yeah, okay, that sounds like a name that I used to know. Again.
All right. Yeah, I got him. He's the best.
Nice.
Okay, I think that's all my trash for now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Got him. GG. That was a good haul.
No, absolutely, man. Shit. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, that will do it for the trash. So we're going to go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. And if you guys do have some feedback, yeah, please hit us up. Feel free to hit us up anytime. If it's something more long form, hit us up via email, thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up in YouTube comments. You can hit us up in comments in the bottom of the site article. You can sound off on social media, Twitter, Blue Sky, and you can maybe get your stuff read out on the air like these guys. And actually, Ty, would you mind taking a look at those first comments that we have on the feedback? Because there's something that were kind of actually directed towards you from one of our good buddies in the chat.
John Cario, never heard of him.
Right? What a jerk.
All right, let's go. On episode 250, awesome vid as usual. Turns out I can't read awesome vid as usual, but it isn't the same without JC. Wishing him the best. Anyway, with the holidays around the corner, are there any holiday games you enjoy? Ooh, any games you just have to revisit this time of year? I always replay the Orange Box games, that Half-Life Portal TF2 in the early holidays ever since I first played back in 2009. I feel like we talked about this before. There are certain games that give you like that Christmas or holiday feel when you play them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I have a few like that for sure.
Like oddly enough for me, like one game that that really sticks with me, especially for Thanksgiving, is Link to the Past. I had it was N64 era and stuff like that, but I think it was before Ocarina of Time came out, and I was just so excited for that. But I had Link to the Past, and I was playing it on like Thanksgiving Day, and yeah, the power kept going out at my house.
Oh, that sucks.
Because like, you know, it was like a newer house, and like I think my mom just wasn't used to, you know what I mean, they're trying to run all sorts of stuff, trying to make a bunch of food, and like this kept
were you tripping the breakers?
Yeah, kept tripping the breakers. It happened like 4 or 5 times. Like when you're playing the game and like that shit happens. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like have really good memories. I don't know, kind of complicated memories with A Link to the Past and American Thanksgiving. But
nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. As for me, Donkey Kong Country. Yep. It was also pretty much a holiday season release. I just remember playing it during a particularly harsh Montana winter.
Yeah.
What else? Super Meat Boy for some reason.
Okay. That came out. That would have been like maybe in October or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think I got it right when it came out. It's like, I've been meaning to get this game.
I was kind of the same, man. Like thinking about it, like I played the hell out of that in like December 2010, I guess. And I was here. I was just living by myself. Didn't have too many friends at the time, so it was just like, okay, cool. It was awesome. I was playing like that. I think my brother had get me like an NBA 2K game. I was just like watching a bunch of shit. Actually, it was a pretty good vacation. Just kind of lonely, but
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple others. Guitar Hero. That's the game I actually did get on Christmas.
Nice.
Amnesia.
Is that the creepy one?
Yeah, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Okay.
That is like optimally played in like the dead of winter.
That reminds me of Slender Man over at my house. All those
Yeah,
Christmases
like
ago,
I would say
God,
those
holy-
games are on the same tier of scariness.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Well, in terms of games like
stressful moments in that game.
Yeah. Well, in terms of games like I go back to, I mean, there are games that I want to play around Christmas time and stuff like that. Usually like Zeldas and stuff like that, but it just depends on like what I have going on. If I'm trying to do something for the website or podcast or something like that, yeah, sometimes things take a back seat, but yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Might be
yeah,
some
no.
others that have slipped my mind, but yeah, those are like the first 4. I said 4, right? Or 5 that jumped to mind.
You said a few.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, John Curry had another banger comment. This again based on something that Ty mentioned on the last episode of the show. I think we were talking about Suika game or something like that. And Ty, can you read the quote of yourself as John Curry?
It's stupid. That's why I want to play it. Hashtag seal of approval.
Yes.
That sounds like something I'd say. So yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it literally was something that you did say. So I mean, it works out. Yeah. So we do have a couple of other comments here over on X and also on Blue Sky that I'm going to pull up here in just a second, just to share the screen. It might be a little bit easier. Yes. So first from Captain Peanut Butter Crunch over on Twitter. And like I tweeted out like, hey, Super Mario RPG cross like Tetris 99 Maximus Cup. And he's like, man, if you told somebody this would happen pre-Switch, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, I think half of the stuff that's been coming out like on the Switch, it's just been insane to think about because it's just something you could not have predicted like in 2016 or something. Like, hey man, this will be a remake of Mario RPG coming out. It's like, oh bullshit, you're nuts. But here we are. And over on Blue Sky, actually, Ty, this is something that you kind of called, but Rich actually said before you did.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people online said this.
I know, but let's just pretend that Rich is the first one to say it.
If Link utters a single word, they will have hell to pay. Unless those words are, excuse me, princess.
I can't wait. I mean, even with the the Mario movie, they did put in like some weird Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I hope that I don't know. I hope it's not as egregious as that. It kind of
maybe he'll just say yeah.
I mean, there are some instances where some of this stuff is just better left if they didn't do it, like when they put "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch" and like X-Men 3. I mean, it was a great little video thing on early,
little
internet.
meme, but the thing is, like most memey things, like date themselves really quickly.
Yes.
I mean, excuse me, that has some longevity to it, so I think it'd be okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, yeah, lots of other comments and stuff like that too. Those are just some of the ones that kind of grabbed me. So yeah, guys, keep them coming. We do see them all. I see them all at least. Just ignore them. No, I don't. I usually try to respond to stuff if I possibly can. So yeah, but if you have something funny or interesting to say or some kind of question, something like that, feel free to hit us up. We'd love to hear from you.
Word.
But that is actually going to do it for the show. Before we close out the show, actually, Ty, is Corn Chan safe? We got to see him.
Oh yeah, right there.
Oh, there. Okay, he's back there.
Right in the middle of the shot. Yeah.
Okay, I see. He has a box right behind him. Okay, he's safe. He's very safe. Good. Cool.
Yeah. I gotta box up the bunny girls soon. I think they're taking up too much space, as is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like well, we got some extra time. What characters can you identify in the trash heap behind me?
I see Cuphead back there.
Yeah, well,
No,
that would be
sorry,
Mugman.
Mugman. Thank you.
Yep.
It's kind of hard. I don't have you full screen, so I'll put you full screen so I can maybe see it a little bit better. I see Lucario back there.
Yeah, I got me a big fat Lucario.
Yeah, and then oh man, that Tokage guy. He's right beside him.
I love Tokage.
I see the oh my god, what's his name? The green guy with the hair, with the orange hair.
Blanca-chan.
Thank you, Blanca. And I think those are the only ones I actually know. And Corn, of course. But,
Corn, okay.
I mean, that's like a good 3 out of like 200. So I don't know.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Not good for baseball. But
well, I think you can also see Enderman up there if you know what to look for. The Minecraft guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take your word for it.
I think that's a Spider-Man up top. That red and
blue
blob.
I see that. Yeah, I see the Spider-Man up there. If you're listening to the audio version, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. We're just talking about Ty's room. There's just so much stuff. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's a problem.
Yeah, no, it's okay. And then
Frog Hat.
Is it just a bunch of Xbox games sitting over on your shelf too? Like I see green cases. OG Xbox 360.
Yeah, those are 360 games.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, you can actually see a 360 right down there, the black one.
Okay. Yeah, my 360s are hidden from sight, but my
I also have another stack. I have a stack of 360s over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, dude, I have a couple of them here actually at my place too. Like I inherited one from like a wife's friend's friend, a Japanese one, and I had like a couple.
I got to get back on Idol Master.
Right, exactly. So, well, if you want to get on Idol Master with Ty, or me, we're gonna go ahead and share our social media handles so that you can do that. If you want to follow me on social media, you can. You can find me at DannyBiv. That's DANNYBIV. Ty, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, Super Cat Drugs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody out there wants a Blue Sky code, just like DM me. I'll give you one. I have 10.
Yeah, I literally have about the same amount. So if you haven't got on that and you want to, yeah, I mean, we got codes. Just hit us up.
Don't just like post them raw on Twitter because people like bots will swipe them.
No, don't do that shit. But if you want to get on, or if you have like a friend that wants to go on, like, yo, hit us up. We can hit you up with some codes.
Yeah.
John Cario, this is the last little one from him. It's like, do you guys remember the I Spy books?
Yeah.
Is that?
I think we have a few of those at the school I work at.
Okay.
If they're the same ones, I think if it's just photos of junk and you look for the thing in the list, yeah. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, we might. Yeah, I might. Yeah. Anyway,
new Famicast segment. I Spy in Ty's room.
Yes, there it is. All right. Well, again, that is going to do it for Famicast 257. Thank you guys so much for joining us in the live chat. Of course, Ty, thanks for coming on, man. As always fun chatting.
My pleasure.
And yeah, we will catch you guys next time. Peace. Maybe. There we go. Peace.
Lates.